everyone, Linda here again with you from Gunlock Lane Jewellery. This week we're going to work on another earring, and as I said to you in the previous video when I used the component, the chain link component that we made in the video prior to that, that if I came up with another idea for an earring I would share it with you. So I thought I'd do that this week. So this is the earring that we're going to be doing. It's a hoop earring, and it's just got a little dangle on the bottom. And later in this video I will show you a couple more options that you can do using this component, making another hoop earring. So I'm just going to gather my supplies together. If you're interested in learning how to make this earring, or have a look at the other options, then just stay with me and I will get back with you shortly. Okay, let's get started. So I've got some 20 gauge wire here, and I'm just going to measure off 36 centimeters, which would be, just let me find it here, 36 is 14 1/8 of an inch. Okay, so let's get this measured off. Cutters. Okay, what I'm going to do is, now you can do this without annealing it, by all means, up to you, but I prefer to anneal. It makes it so much easier to work with. So I'm just going to go off camera and anneal this, and I'll come straight back to you. Okay, I'm back with you. So I've annealed my wire here, and so now we're going to measure off 6.5 centimeters, which is 2.5 inches. So we're just going to grab our pliers there, roughly, doesn't have to be exact, but just as long as you've got it close enough to the 6.5 centimeters or 2.5 inches, you'll be fine. So we're just going, and we're going to bend the wire back. So we're just bending it back like that. And then we're going to pinch that end of the wire in, just like that, or a little bit more. Just do it slowly and gently. You don't want your wires to cross there. I nearly cross my wires in. So just slowly and gently. All right, so we've got it pinched in like that. Okay, let's get that on the other side there, and now we're going to hold on to this end without, actually I'll do it the other way, other hand, hold it in your left hand is easier, and just hold it right on the end there. So where the end there is there like that, I'm just holding that right there on that very tip, and I'm bringing the longest wire, hold it firmly but on the tip, bring the longest wire up so it's like that, it's like at a 90-degree angle. And if you've annealed the wire, this is a lot easier than when it's not annealed. Bring it around so you've got a loop going around your wire like that. Okay, now we're just going to start coming down that wire. Don't have much room under this camera to maneuver around. So just bringing it around, moving down with our pliers as we do it. just going to bring it up until you've got, I'll get my wire over here, until you've got, I'll just measure that for you. You need about 1 centimetre. My tape measures come all unravelled. You need about 1 centimetre is the recommended to go through your ear. So 1 centimetre is pretty close to 1/2 inch. Just a little bit less than 1/2 inch. So just go 1/2 inch anyway, just to be on the safe side. That's how much you need to leave to go through your ear. So we're just going to now bring this wire around and try and bring it in nice and tight. You don't want a great big mess up there, so mine is in pretty close to the wire. Grab it on the other end. Bring that around. You can move down and start wrapping back the other way. And trying this, when I showed you this in the for the chain link, it sort of didn't matter where you wrap this, but because it's an earring, we want to, and this is going to be in front of your earring, you want it to be fairly even, your wraps. If I can grab hold of this, it'd be wonderful. So see how I'm crossing in between each so that we've got an even amount, like that. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to be perfect with it, but just try and keep it reasonably even. Bring this last one up and wrap it in there. Easier if you turn it around. Just move my wire out of the way. Now, if you want to loop to hang a dangle on, we're going to measure about, I think it's about 2.5 centimetres. Just let me look here. Yeah, it's about 2.5 centimetres, which is about 1 inch. Hopefully this will end up in the right place. It should do. I think it will. So we're just going to wrap those loose wraps that we did in the what was it? I maybe that in the other set of earrings that I use this component in. So we just want a couple of loose wraps there. Moving down, making sure you don't squash your loops down as you do this. Coming past your loops. Stretch that wire a little bit. And 36 centimetres was bang on. If you wanted to go more, if you wanted to be thicker, obviously you would cut more wire. So I'm just going to wrap this in now. I have to decide which is going to be your front and which is going to be your back, and it doesn't really matter. That looks pretty much the same both ways. so it doesn't matter. But if you hadn't wrapped it, I've done a couple of these and it doesn't turn out perfect each time. So then you would choose which is going to be your back and your front, so you know where to finish this little wire off. You want it to be towards the back, obviously. And cover your wire. I didn't cover my wire then. And just tuck it in. Try to blend it into the work. All right, so that's going to be my front there. Okay, now I'm going to use a ring mandrel. Here you can use whatever you've got that's round. And hopefully I can do this on camera because I had to stand it up when I was doing the other ones. Where's my front there? We're just going to start bending. And I don't know where to tell you to place this on your ring mandrel. I forgot to pay attention when I was doing my other ones. So I'm just going to bend that back and bend this one around. All right, we've got that shape. It's a little bit too far back there, so I didn't bend that in exactly the right place. Just try that again. Oops. I'll bring this, come up a little bit further. I want that there. I'm holding that quite firmly. And I'm just bending that top around a bit more. Yeah, that's in a better place. Yep, that looks pretty good to me. So just judge for yourself on your mandrel. As you saw, I just opened mine up a little bit more because it's annealed and it's a lot more malleable. So just judge for yourself, but you want these to be reasonably in the middle, these little loops there to dangle something off. So now I'm just going to take these and I'm just going to shape it a little bit more here. So I'm just going to bring that in. That looks pretty good to me. Maybe just a little bit more. That looks pretty good. You just need enough room to get that through your ear and past your earlobe. So maybe just a little bit more down. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Just straighten these up as well. And it's got a fair bit of room up there, but I'm just going to open that up a little bit more with my awl. Just so I can fit whatever I'm going to put through there. Let's left a good amount of space there. Hopefully you can see that. Get my finger out of the way. Okay, now we're going to grab some. Now here, this one you can use whatever gauge of wire you like. You can use 24 or 26. If you're going to, I'm going to be adding some beads on. I've got some 3mm beads here, so you just have to make sure whatever you use that your wire is going to fit through it. So I'm just using a 26 gauge to be careful. I'd probably fit a 24 through there, but it might not go through every single bead, so I'm just going to use the 26 to be on the safe side for this demonstration. Just going to get a few off. Throw that in the bin. That's probably plenty. I'll leave them there in case I need some more. So some 24 gauge. Now I'm not going to give you a amount on this because this depends on what you want to do with it, how much detail you want to put into it. So you just judge that for yourself. But I'm taking off a fairly long piece here. I would probably say that's about 2 feet. I'm not good with feet, but I'd say that's roughly about 2 feet I've taken off. Okay, I'm just going to find somewhere to wrap it in. Actually, what am I going to do here? Yeah, I'm going to start it here at the very, very top. Just bringing that in around. I'll take care of the end in a minute. Just get these wraps started. Come around. You can feed it through your 20 gauge wire. So down through the loops we made in the wire. Bring that around. You can just go around if you want to like that. You can do that all the way around if you want to, just wind it around. But try and make it look as interesting as possible. You know, just don't wind, because, you know, that just, I don't want to say looks ugly, but doesn't look very attractive. Just a big clump of wire wrapped around. You're trying to make this part of the design and make it look interesting. So I'll find somewhere else to go through. Go down through there. Bring it back up and around. And down through this one. And around. Okay, now I'm going to stop the video here and I'm going to keep going because otherwise my video will get too long and you'll get bored watching me, and also takes forever to upload it to YouTube. So, got caught up there. So I'll stop it here and keep going, and when I get to when I think you need to see it, I'll come back. Okay, so I'm back with you. I've wrapped around this twice, so I'm down at the bottom here. Excuse me. And I've wrapped the wire around it, so I'm just going to bring it up. Let me get this angled properly. Just going to bring it up, and I'm just going to miss that little loop thing there. So if you've got a little loop like that in your wire, just come up the other side of it. I'm going to pick up a bead. These are little 3 millimeter faceted, what are they? African turquoise. I love African turquoise. I think it's a beautiful bead. So I'm just going to bring that there, wrap it around, come up close to that bead there, back around again, making sure it's sitting nice and snug in place. Bringing this back up over the top. Picking up another bead. Get on there. Come on, little guy. There we go. Popping him into place. Now you don't have to line them up like I'm doing here. If you can want to put them on the sides or whatever, you just, you know, make your own design up. Okay, just popping in for a moment in the middle of the video. I just mentioned in the video about where you could wrap your beads. As I said, with this one I was wrapping it so that they're sitting on the front of the earring, but I wanted to show you what it looks like if you wrap them to the sides. So that's what it looks like if you wrap them to the sides. So you can still see them on the side there. You can see them from the front on both sides there. So that's what it looks like. And then this is the same idea here and there, but it's got the drop bead on it. So that's just a couple of different variations. And I also wanted to mention too, in this earring and this earring, I wrapped wire through the earrings first before I added the beads. And in this one, I didn't. I just wrapped the beads on singly, so it just made it a little bit narrower earring, if you can see that. So you've got a couple of different ways that you can make this earring. That's what it looks like from the front there. And you could also add a drop on this one if you wanted to, if you like the look of the you know, the thicker wire. Yeah, you can just put your little drop bead on that. So I was just trying to give you a couple of different ideas. And this stone in this is picture jasper, and I didn't have a picture jasper drop, so I used a crazy lace agate bead there. So yeah, just a couple of different ideas there for you guys. So you just use your imagination. You probably come up with a whole lot of different things that I didn't even think of. Anyway, have fun with it, and I'll get back. Let you get back to the video. Going along and wrap that around tight to that bead. Bringing it down. You don't have to place them evenly if you don't want to. There's a bit of a bulge in that wire there. Actually, I might just push that down. So you can do that if you want to as well. And please don't forget to hit the like button down the bottom. I get quite a few views and not that many likes. It doesn't cost you anything to hit the like button, but it certainly means a lot to me and to the YouTube algorithm to get my videos out there for other people to enjoy as well, or learn something from. He's going to stick up too much there. I'm going to push that down a little bit more. Yeah, so if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, as I said, it really helps me. There we go, that's sitting better. Bring that up and wrap it around. Skip around those loops we've got there. So I've got 3 going there. You don't have to put these beads all the way around the earring if you don't want to. You can just put them in the front part. Totally up to you. Just make up your own design as you're going along. I'm just giving you inspiration. Well, hopefully I'm giving you inspiration. I'm also thinking about opening up a Patreon account. I haven't worked out all the details yet. I will let you all know when I've done that. Yeah, I just need to recoup a little bit of money that I spent on beads and wire and whatnot to bring you these videos. It costs quite a bit per month. I'm going to go down through that loop there. See that loop there? Yeah, so I'm thinking about doing that. I haven't, as I said, I haven't worked out the details yet. Just all this sort of technical stuff just boggles my mind sometimes. Okay, I'm going to push him down if I can. There we go. There, pop him in there. was something else I wanted to say as well. Oh, I heard a funny joke the other day. So I'm going to tell you. It's a blonde joke. So a blonde goes into work and she's extremely upset. She's just crying so hard, and the boss says to her, what's the matter? She said, I got a phone call this morning. My mother's passed away. And he said, oh my goodness, that's terrible. He said, you just take the day off today, go home and you know, just relax. We're not busy. You know, we don't sort of need you. I'll change that colour on that one. Yeah, we don't need you. She said, I'd rather just stay here. She said, keep my mind off things and, you know, have something else to think about. And he said, all right, you know, fine, if that's what you want to do. Sorry, a few hours later, he hears a scream, and he runs into her office, and she's crying hysterically. She's just going off her nana. She's just like beside herself. And he said, oh my goodness, what's wrong? Can I do something for you? What's happening? She said, I just got the most distressing phone call from my sister. Her mother died too. I thought that was quite funny. Takes a blonde. I should know. Okay, am I going to fit one more in there? I'm just designing this as I'm going too, so, you know, I haven't worked out a plan for it. I'm going to come around, and will I pop one more in there? Yeah, I think I might. I'll take that really nice turquoise blue one, then pop it right up the top there. Yeah, they're not even, but this is, you know, freeform wire wrapping. So, you know, nothing's perfect. So we're just going to wrap that around there at the top, bring it around to the back. And I haven't got that much wire left over here. So the 2 feet or whatever it was that I cut off was pretty accurate. Excuse me. That wouldn't be one of my videos without a cough in it. And I'm just going to tuck that wire down. Okay, now you can use a bench block for this, or you can just, I'm going to strengthen this wire here. So you can hammer it with your bench block and rubber hammer. Get that camera. Just laying it on there and getting that a good pounding on both sides. Also, don't forget to file the end of it. I don't worry about it because I put mine through a tumbler and that takes care of that for me. But yeah, make sure you file that end off. You don't want it sticking in anybody's ear. Now, if you don't have a bench block and mallet, you can just grab your pliers, and holding onto it, you can just twist that wire around like that, and that will, and you do that a few times, and you'll feel it strengthening the wire. So you can just do it like that, and that wire is pretty sturdy there. Now, okay, we've got that looking like that. I think that looks quite good. Just going to straighten him up a little bit. Okay, last thing I'm going to add is a little drop here, and I've just done a messy wrap on top. So I'll just grab, where are they? My jump rings. I should have got this out beforehand, but I have to go through these and sort them out. I've got them all mixed up, and that's just me cleaning up in a hurry. That one might be big enough there. So we're just going to open that jump ring up. You need it fairly wide so you can fit it through these two loops at the bottom here. Hopefully I've left enough space between those beads. Yes, I can get that. Make sure you get it nice tightly closed up there. Okay, that's our earring. So as I said, you don't have to wrap these on the front like that. You can wrap them on the sides. That could look quite nice coming around like that. I'm just fiddling now. I think that's a lovely earring. I'll take a photo of it in my ear and post it at the end of this video. You can also go in, I don't like straight wires like this here. Go in and give those a bend. So just wherever you see anything like that that's a bit too straight, you want it to look nice once it's patinaed. Anyway, I'm just playing now. So, yeah, so I hope you all like that earring. I think it's a lovely earring. It would look, yeah, and you don't have to make them as big as you see there. You can make them smaller. So I did it was the 6.5 centimeters, which was what, 2.5 inches, something like that. Make it smaller. Just make a tighter earring so it's not as big. That's, you know, another option. Wrapping the beads on either other side, another option. You don't have to do a briolet bead like that. You can just do a round bead on a head pin. Just, you know, pearls. You could do so many different things with this style of earring. You don't even have to put beads on it if you don't want to. It looks beautiful just as a wire earring with just a drop on the bottom of it. So if you just had a pearl that you wanted to place on the bottom, you could go ahead and do that. Also too, I wanted to, I got this, I ordered some beads and I got this little bag as a thank you. So I thought I might come up with a design for this in the next video. If I make one and I don't like it, then I won't do it. I'll do something else. But I'm not going to use these gold things. They're either plastic or very thin metal. I don't like stuff like that. So I just use these ones here, and these are interesting. These ones, we've got a hole through the middle there. I haven't seen those before. And these are just obviously Chinese crystals. Yeah, but I'll see what I come up with, and as I said, if it turns out nice, then I'll show you. I'll make one, and if I like it, I'll do the other one next week. Otherwise, I'll figure out something else. All right, guys, that's it for me for this week. I hope you enjoyed this. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Leave a comment if you'd like to. Comments help as well. Everybody take care, and I shall see you all next week on Monday. Have a good one, guys. Bye.